News 25 is keeping an eye on city elections June 3rd. We're concentrating on a few mayoral races, including Gautier. In the XXV studio, former mayor and Republican candidate phil-Torgesen. Mr. Torgesen, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Good to see you. First of all, on a personal note, you lost the mayor's race 4 years ago to Casey Vaughn. What inspired you to get back into the political arena, this time as a challenger?
Well, I never ruled out not running again on that, and then it got close to the election, and he was going to go unopposed. And me and my wife have lived here about 40 years, and I've worked here in 40 years, and I didn't think Gautier's going to the potential it can, and I think I can take my experience and put it a little bit better.
Where do you think Gautier is falling short in terms of reaching that potential you talk about? What do you think in your vision, in your big picture of the city, what do you see?
I think economic development is falling short. I think we need some improvement of that. I intend to do a lot of economic development on the mall property, and people are wanting clear, quality water, and we need to improve that also.
Yeah, that's a big problem in Gautier and a lot of other
Mm-hmm.
cities, and it's infrastructure. It's basic water
Mm-hmm.
and sewer. The money's there, I think, for Gautier. Some funds are there. So,
Yeah, some funds are there.
What areas of the city need it most?
All the city needs the quality, clear water. All of it needs that.
Now, of course, but are there areas that seem to be even worse than others?
Well, we've had the Martin Bluff project going on for some time, and in all fairness to all administrations, probably the last 4, that's been something that's going on for a while, and it'll probably get done in the next 2 or 3 years at the max, something like that.
And you talked about the old Singing River Mall property.
Yes.
The Belks is still there, but the city has finally acquired it. There's a plan to build a town center there, and really that Gautier-Van Cleve Road, Highway 90 interchange. I mean, that shows such great potential for Gautier.
Yes, it does, and you know that's public-private partnership property where we can actually give land to developers on a 75-year lease for $1, and they just got to build the brick and mortar. And I intend to try to market that very hard. And that's where the economic development needs to be, right in the heart of our city, like the mall property was.
Yeah, and then also another hot area of the city is the east side of Highway 57, the Gautier side, so to speak.
Right.
What is the potential, you think, up through that corridor?
Well, that's kind of zone medical right now. And back when I was mayor, we brought the dermatology clinic in there, and they did 3 phases, and they're already done. They did it with no TIF. And then just north of there, the boundary where the Legacy Park's going, that's being constructed right now also.
Do you like that Legacy Park project? It's been a little controversial because Singing River Health System kind of raised a red flag, but it looks like it's moving forward.
It is moving forward right now, and it is what it is at this point. And yeah, we have, you know, I'm going to be supporting it. You can't go stop it. But I think I would have negotiated it a whole lot different if I'd have been in there.
Okay, and then what about then another area of the city that sometimes people may see, and you mentioned Martin Bluff, that whole Hickory Hill area north of the interstate. What do you see up there?
Hickory Hill's up there is, the drawback to that right now is there's only one entrance into there. Okay, so there's no real plan for a second entrance, but that needs to be investigated for another entrance for safety reasons and many other things. But that up there, in that area that got the golf course, it had been closed and it was now sold and it's back open and thriving in a little bit.
Okay, finally, just about out of time, what's your gut feeling about this in terms of turnout and getting out the vote?
Well, June 3rd is the day, and we need as many people to go vote as we can, and you know, I think it's good. A lot of interest is in this race right now, and that's part of why I got back in. There was a lot of people asking me, hey, we need to come back in there.
And we will have Mayor Casey Vaughn here in the studio tomorrow, so tune in to the news at 5 and 6 on